During the Marcos regime, this guy was just a little boy. Now, he's a congressman. Okay, let's talk about himself. Congressman Bongbong Marcos of the Republic of Ilocos. Good evening, Bongbong.
Thank you.
Oh, everybody clapping now.
Good evening to you all. Kamusta po?
There are many guests here in the studio.
Yes, we have many friends here.
Iba na gwapo Hey, Bongbong, I'm really happy that you are here. I want to talk to you. I want to ask you very important questions. Because you now, before even you were a child, you were already celebrity. Your father is a president. Now you are yourself a congressman.
That's right, yes.
So we talk about important serious matter.
If you want, yes.
Okay, what is your favorite color?
Unfortunately, my favorite color is blue.
Blue? Why blue?
I don't know. I suppose it's just something I picked up while I was in England. You know.
You were in England?
They are particularly sympathetic to the color blue for some reason.
And how is it studying in England? What's the difference between school system in England and Philippines?
Number one, it's very, very cold in England. It gets very cold in the winter. And the system is very different because it's more intensive. You have to board, you have to be in the dorm, and you study not the whole day until the evening.
The whole day you study?
Yes. And it's all supervised.
What do you study about? How to get out of this school? Eventually. So what did you finish in England?
I finished studies in politics, philosophy, and economics.
Politics,
philosophy, and
economics.
It's the name of the course. It's really called PP&D.
It's a 4-year course?
3-year course. Because the university courses in England are 3 years.
The English girl, very nice English girl.
Some of them are nice.
Did you have girlfriend in England when you were tell me, did you have girlfriend?
That's a state secret.
State secret. Hey, okay, who's your favorite actor?
My favorite actor right now, the Filipino especially, I like Robin Padilla.
Robin Padilla?
He's great, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In spite of all the trouble he gets into?
That's off the screen. I don't know about that, but I think he projects a very interesting image.
As a common man?
And yes, in the movies, yes. Okay. And I know him too. He's seems to be an okay guy.
Okay. Hey, you're watching interview with Congressman Marcos on very important issues now, what's your favorite flower? What's your favorite flower?
I'm partial to roses.
Roses? Why do you like roses?
I don't know. That's what the ladies seem to like.
So you give the roses. Yes. Okay, who is your favorite? How many girlfriends did you have before you got married?
Another state secret.
Another state secret. Maybe your wife is watching.
Maybe she's watching now.
Incidentally, you married already, no?
I'm married. I've been married for just over a year.
I see.
We've had a baby boy last March. And we've named him Ferdinand Alexander.
Why Alexander? Alexander the Great?
Because of Alexander the Great. He was a great hero of my father's and eventually of mine. So I thought it would be ideal to name him after Alexander.
Ferdinand Alexander.
Alexander, yeah.
Okay, that's nice,
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk trivia matter now. This too much of the serious matter. Let's talk trivia matter. What are you doing for your province, Ilocos, as congressman?
I don't think that's so trivial. That's probably the most important thing.
Really, that's important. Okay, let's talk about important. What are you doing for Ilocos?
Well, what we are trying to do is Ilocos is still based in agricultural development. That's our economy. And we have to move it more towards light industry, like food processing and things like that. And secondly, I am looking very hard at alternatives to tobacco. Because the tobacco market in the world is very, very crowded, especially the Chinese have come in, the People's Republic have come into the world market very strongly. And
they raise tobacco also in China?
China is the largest producer and consumer of tobacco.
Of tobacco?
Then now they've entered the market, the price is very low, and I think the health consciousness is also going to be a effect on tobacco.
This jive on cigarette is smoking, diba?
Maybe it will, I don't know if it will, but maybe it will affect our sales. So we have to find alternative livelihoods, alternative crops, alternative agricultural products so that we can we can prepare ourselves for what might be a declining world market.
This tobacco industry in Ilocos, how much percent is this contributing to income of Ilocos?
The tobacco industry is probably the single largest industry in the
So maybe 80% of income of Ilocos?
I don't think quite. We also grow garlic. We also grow onions. So we have, and now we started growing tomatoes. So, but still, the large majority, more than half, comes from tobacco.
From tobacco. You should grow onion more.
Yes, we should try. You see, the profitability of tobacco is really very much higher than the.
It's higher.
It's much higher than the other products.
What probably will like onion. Because
Yes, I think.
they say even in the people who belong to the striking strike, in onion there is strength. That's why you have onion. Very good for the health.
I'll keep that in mind.
In onion there is strength. Okay, next thing. You look like, I don't know how you look like your father or your mother.
When I was younger, everybody said that I look like my mother.
You look like your mother.
But now more and more people say I remind them of my father. So I really don't know. I think maybe my physical face looks a little like my mother, but my mannerisms might be a little more like my father. Yeah.
Is the saying true to you? Kung in Tagalog they say, kung ano ang puno, siya ang bunga.
Oh yes, I believe so.
You believe so?
I believe so because the English have a saying that has the same thrust that the fruit does not fall far from the tree, and
The fruit does not fall far from the tree.
yes, so
That's pretty nice. Huh?
Yes, it's a similar sentiment, and I think it is so.
So what of your father are you? What things of your father did you get, and what of your mother did you get?
I don't know. I think what from my father I got the love of books and study. I think is what I got from my father. He taught me very much that it's important to always be learning, to be always trying to improve your mind, and also to be. He would also always talk about the perfect mind in a perfect body was the idea.
Perfect mind.
So he would tell me to study hard and exercise and then keep myself in good shape, etc., etc. My mother taught me how to appreciate perhaps the more human face.
Like buying a lot of shoes.
I don't think that is my mother's particular interest.
A joke only. Okay, what of your mother's trait did you get?
As I said, I think she taught me to appreciate the more human side of the human experience, and it's always she can always find a good thing and a nice thing to say or to see in someone, and that is a quality that I hope to emulate.
Hey Bongbong, this is maybe theoretical only. You're now Congressman of Ilocos, no? Ilocos, because you are Marcos. Okay. And now in this light of the EDSA revolution and all that thing, maybe you won only because you run in Ilocos. What if you run in Tarlac? Maybe would you win in Tarlac?
I'm not qualified to run in Tarlac. It's in Batak, but. I don't know. I mean, if I was allowed to spend time in Tarlac, if I was allowed to meet with the leaders and talk to the people,
would you have won in Tarlac?
I would take my chances.
You
I would certainly take my chances as long as it's a straight and even race. I don't think there's any need to be afraid of anybody.
Hey, speaking about taking chances, I heard some rumor that you're running for senator.
I heard the same rumors.
You heard it also. We both heard the same rumor.
It came from these listings that people made of the lineups, and sinasama nila ako. So I'm very flattered, of course, and it's something that many people have brought up and have said that I should think about. So
according to what you and I heard, the rumor, tell me, is that rumor true?
I don't know yet. We don't know yet. This is something that we must think about very hard. It's a very serious decision. Being a senator is a very serious undertaking, and the campaign towards that is also very.
What's like that mean? I mean like that. What's that mean? Oh, commercial break daw. Oh, you do like that, Momo? Commercial break. Okay, commercial break. Commercial break. You know, ladies and gentlemen, during commercial break, the makeup come here and they touch Congressman face, they touch my face. And that's why they're afraid of CBC because pangit siya. Congressman Marcos, you don't mind if I ask you how old you are?
I am now 36.
36.
36.
And you have children already?
I have a son. We named him Ferdinand Alexander. Yeah.
Now, you have a son, huh? And your son will grow up to be a citizen of the Philippines.
Definitely.
Okay. Now, I don't think the Philippines is a very good society now. Because many people, palusot.
Yes. Yan ang problema natin.
Kanya-kanya.
Oo.
Even politicians, excuse me, some politicians, they only think of themselves, they don't think of the country. So children will grow up. So what do you think is the problem?
I think it's a problem. It's an attitude problem.
Attitude problem.
But I think it's going to change. I really believe that. When I go around the Philippines, I talk to especially the younger people. And in the politics, even politicians, the attitude is changing. They are no longer so interested in personal ambition. They're no longer so interested in partisan politics. They're more interested in actually serving their communities, and really doing something for their neighbors, really doing something for their loved ones. And I'm very gratified to see this development, and I just hope it continues to develop, and I hope it continues to grow, and I hope it becomes a serious political movement.
Are you really serious that this? You know, I think it's the politics that's getting this country into a lot of problems.
Too much politics.
Too much politics.
I
Yeah.
mean, people are so preoccupied by the maneuvering, by the partisan thing, and so you tend to spend less time on actual thinking about the administration of your office and providing services to the people. It is something that we really should get past. And I think it's also this new attitude I'm talking about. I think it comes from a slow maturing of our population.
How can you make it fast maturing? Para nandun agad.
So that we should, by showing people that there is a better way. Pakita natin na meron tayong maaaring gawin na hindi kagaya ng dati at it works better than the old way.
Like what is kagaya ng dati? Ano ba ang kagaya dati?
I think
you have experience on that since your father was in the past Philippine scenario of politics.
Yeah, but you see the problem now is that the Philippines is a different place. The world is a different place. Iba na ang mundo ngayon. Iba na ang Pilipino ngayon.
Square na ang mundo ngayon.
Iba na. Hindi na tayo we cannot see the world in the same view as my father did or the previous leaders have done. We have to find new answers. We have to find new solutions. We cannot insist on the old solutions because as we can see, it's not.
Wala nangyari.
Hindi talagang hindi umuubra. At least kung noon umuubra, ngayon hindi na pwede. So we have to think of something new. And I think that all Filipinos are coming around and to this new idea that politics is not a selfish game. Politics, in fact, is should be the most unselfish undertaking that you could possibly embark on.
What do you think of movie actors and actresses going into politics?
I feel as long as they have a honest desire to serve, then certainly if the people want them to come and be the representatives, who is anybody to say that they are not supposed to be there? If that's what the people want, then that's what they. But we should also recognize that there are other people, public servants, who are not so prominent, who are doing a very, very hard job and are doing it very, very well with very little reward. And their experience and their skill and expertise should also be rewarded.
You know, according to our writer, Noel Bamaceda and Tut Savellana, Philippine society is only PBA. That's the pastime of Filipino, PBA. Politika, basketball, artista. So now you can interchange one another. Politicians want to be artista. Some of them are appearing in movie. Artista want to be politician. Same with basketball player.
I think maybe the artista coming into politics is perhaps a little understandable because it's a human sentiment. But the politicians wanting to become actors, I would never. Hindi ako marunong umarte.
Hindi ba pareho ng puhunan yan? Puhunan artista, puhunan politiko, tao bayan.
Yun na, totoo
maybe,
yan. May maraming similarity yan. But pag sa dating na sa trabaho, halimbawa, pag nakatapat yung camera sa akin, hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko. And in like manner, siguro, pag kailangan matuto din sila na paano magpapatakbo ng pisina.
Like the last Manila Film Fest.
Naku!
Di ba?
Oo, malaking gulo yun.
Malaking gulo. Kasi siguro yung artista training na to be politician. Nandadaya na sila. Ayos na. Counting wrong votes.
Masama yatang training yan.
Okay, it's been very nice to talk to you, Bongbong. Thing I get from from this interview is value should change.
Value should definitely change.
Change, and in your eye, the Philippines is changing.
I think the attitudes are beginning to change, beginning to evolve in the proper way, and I'm glad. It's good to see, and I hope that everyone out there involves themselves. Makialam kayong lahat. This is important. This is your government. This is your country. This is your life. Please involve yourselves. We need all the help we can get in government.
Hey, just one last question.
Yes,
This speaker de Venecia, he speak like your father, even the gesture.
He has some mannerisms that are a little similar. Yeah,
He's even more Marcos than Bongbong Marcos.
That's entirely possible.
Ladies and gentlemen, a good interview with our guest, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. from Ilocos Republic.
Thank you very much.
Ayun po.